This is on like the wall for like on Amazon's factories, like, you know, so like people are like working to the bone and like pee in their pants, like working in an Amazon factory. And then they're like, it has this like fun little slogan. So it's like, it's just kind of like you can, like their brand identity, but it's like not accurate to like everything that incorporates what a corporation is. They're so large, you know? Hi, my name is Sa-Rai Robinette. My exhibition is called Rerouting. That means to send someone along a different path. Tech companies like to portray themselves as innovators and problem solvers, and they build entire corporate cultures and brands around this identity, but they largely ignore their socioeconomic effects on all of us, or their complacency and participation within a system that exploits the most vulnerable among us. With this project, I created a series of prints where I utilized web mapping, such as Google Maps, to help me critique and investigate the relationship between technological determinism and corporate capitalism. By using the technology created by those very same corporations, we can explore the ways in which their technological determinism can actually be of harm to us. And hopefully, by holding them accountable, we can create a greater change collectively in our relationship with these corporations and with each other. So there were 3 large prints within the show that use a variation of a CMYK silkscreen process. I chose 3 tech companies and 3 related social issues surrounding these companies. The shape of each print is in the shape of each company's headquarters, so I chose to pick Google, Amazon, and Facebook respectively. I also put their respective mottos and slogans that they are known for on the walls next to each print. So for example, in the print Googleville, the print is on aluminum and in the shape of the Googleplex, Google's headquarters. The imagery of that print is of a homeless encampment in San Jose, California, where companies like Google exacerbate the already tense and strained housing market. Another important thing to note is the CMYK process that I digitally altered these Google image screenshots and removed the place within the print where people were, and that's relevant to each individual concept. So for the Googleville print, specifically, that's where the Googleville homeless encampment was, and they were pushed out from that location, and so I removed along the underpass where they were. And this print specifically, for seeing what I processed, I had to break the image up into multiple different layers. So there's 9 sections that had to be printed 4 times each. So there's 32 layers, right? 32.
What does it do to the images that you've removed the people?
I think for me it highlights the removal, like it highlights the area. Is that what?
What about the removal is important to know? It's not like you had a picture of people who were in a space and these people were impacted by something. You had a picture that had people in it and you took them out. And that means something. But I'm just wondering if you can talk about why you took them out instead of leaving them in.
Well, Google Maps doesn't really show exactly like what was there. Like it doesn't show the history of a place. But you look up like this underpass and you just see an underpass. So by removing the places where people were already removed from, I think it's like directly calling attention to that process.
And it sounds to me like what you're doing is related to this idea of rerouting, where the information that you get when you look up in Google Maps, you're trying to figure out where something is, and you're getting like a satellite view of what something is, so it seems like you're seeing the whole picture, but what you're actually seeing it's an idea of what's there, but it's not the whole picture.
Yeah, I think that's also the thread through like a lot of the ideas people should rethink about like technology, because it's like, we think like algorithms are clean and unbiased and like sanitary. We think of the technology entirely, we think of it as something that's super clean and sanitary and perfect. But it's like, it's not perfect. I mean, it's like who made it, you know?
Yeah.
I also created a video installation that was inspired by Buckminster Fuller's Dymaxion map, which was a map that depicted a more accurate version of the world, and where the map was wind-folded creates the shape of an icosahedron. This installation represents our collective power and a possible brighter path that we can take. I wanted to create this body of work on this specific subject because as someone from Appalachia, I'm familiar with the other side of the digital divide, as well as other forms of inequality that surrounds us. I don't think that society needs to exploit people at progress. And I also believe that these companies should be trying to do more to mitigate harm than what they are currently doing. They shouldn't just get to do whatever they want without thinking of the consequences. I believe that it's up to us to help enact that change. I want to thank Sandra Reed, Jamie Platt, Sarah McDermott, Sabrina Thomas, the folks at RCBI, my wonderful girlfriend, Sarah Fox, Zane Pinson, and the staff at the Visual Arts Center, and everyone who ever believed in me and helped me get to this point. My time at Marshall and this capstone has been a journey, and I don't think I could have done it without everybody, so thank you so much.